Nick here with Kennedy Industries. I'm the Business Development Manager. I'm standing here with Brian Klassen, who's the Utilities Director for the Village of Holly. Brian, thanks for having us here today. Could you tell us a little bit about your infrastructure?
Good morning, Nick. Thanks for coming out to Holly. We're at our Stonebridge lift station. This is one of 13 lift stations in our system. We have about 25 miles of sanitary main, and we have our own wastewater treatment plant.
Brian, about 4 years ago when we sat down to talk about increasing efficiencies in your collection system, could you tell us a little bit about the problems you were experiencing?
Yeah, Nick, when you approached us about 4 years ago with the +1 program, we were looking at aging pumps, several different types of pumps, all kinds of horsepower, all kinds of a variety of issues in the panels with electrical and stuff like that. So we thought this would be a great opportunity to upgrade and spread our costs out over time.
Brian, just outside of the clogging issues, when we were looking at your collection system, it was comprised of many different brands of pumps, sizes, horsepowers, duty points. Could you tell us a little bit about how the concertor helped resolve that problem?
The Concerta +1 program made everything more consistent. Before we had to keep several different size pumps and different pumps on stock, or we were scrambling if we had a problem. With this, we can move pumps around and still have the redundancy that we need, and everything is more consistent in terms of controllers and modules, so we can keep them on the truck when we don't have to keep several different brands or anything like that in stock.
Brian, you have absolutely hit the nail on the head. Having multiple brands of pumps, multiple sizes, multiple horsepowers, and different duty points throughout your collection system produces an inventory nightmare. With the concertor pump, you have the ability to change its horsepower based off the duty point required at each station, completely reducing life cycle costs and reduction of inventory. Brian, this was one of the very first stations that we put concertors in. Now we have 11 of them total with 22 concertor pumps complete in your system. Could you talk a little bit about the program that we did to help drive life cycle costs and overall asset management efficiency?
Well, with mandates coming down from Eagle requiring asset management, this allowed us to be more consistent and efficient with our funding sources, and allowed us to use some of those funding sources in other areas.
Brian, thank you very much for your time today. We greatly appreciate it. This is Nick Heintz signing off from the Village of Holly. Back to you, Bob.